It's 2020. We haven't seen this elevator for 3 years. Well, here's a retake of this Liftronics just traction elevator at Orion Springfield Central. These are traction, not MRL. Well, this unfortunately does not work. One 1,600 kilograms, 23%, is electronic. Might be an American style MRL with a control cabinet in the motor room and a motor in the shaft. Not sure. But it's definitely not entirely MRL because it is a motor. It's a ground floor. First time that looks like a lamp the indicator, but that's really it's actually US out of service antenna. Back down. Wait for autofocus to kick in. Not liking it today. There you go. Got install controls in the phone, key switches. There's another indicator still, DDA panel, and your social distancing panel. That's done. And this is in the big W quadrant. It's more separated into little quadrants where there's an outdoor area in between them. This is the big door. This is the big W quadrant. Anyway, that's it. And here's an update video on this electronic elevator in the big W quadrant. Because the voice is working again.
Going down. Lower ground. Going. Ground floor.
Not much to say about it, really. Okay. I'd say it's very nice that they got working again. So what's your preferred voice? ECD, alternate ECD, or American Jet 2?
Lower ground.
Because you've got all three of them in this shopping mall. And that's just nice little get a cat view.
Ground floor.
I prefer the ECDs, neutral, normal ECDs. Standard ground rather than ground floor. She sounds a bit off on that one. Anyway, that's it. And here's the second elevator, Big W, in Orion Springfield Central. This is the one near the food court. Looks like the core buttons have been refurbished since they were originally installed. So this center opened in 2007, I think. So these elevators are definitely from 2007 as well. Or something like that. And do not work. Fortunately, since the Chime voice may be working. Or not. level 1. Center management's up here. These are in a bit. Our service is lighting up a little bit. Go back down. And here's lower ground, which is the car. And also entranceway, if you will. I'm looking a little bit stuck. Alright, actually, you know what? As you can see, that's the motor room. Right next door. So these aren't entirely MOL. They might be American style MOLs with the motor in the cabinet. I mean the motor in the shaft and the control in the motor room, but it's hard to tell. Buttons, door controls and phone. Your other panel. And here you go, here's the cab view. 1,600 kilograms, 23 persons capacity, maintain machine lock. Fine. Key switches, just your typical electronic fare. Full directory. There it goes. And that is it. I have to get a retake of this, another take of this because the voice is working again. I'm not entirely sure why. Because when I filmed it, it wasn't working. It's an ECD alternate voice. That video comes looking a little stuck. Still works, but looks in a bit of a state. I think these early model electronics had a lot of character.
Level 1. Going down. Lower ground.
How interesting. I'm not entirely sure why. Because it definitely wasn't working when I first filmed it today.
Going up.
Oh, everybody got comfy. 1,600 kilograms, 23 persons. Oh, you didn't already know that.
Level 1.
Stop on the ground for the announcement.
Going down. Ground. Going down. Lower ground.
And back up to go.
Going up.
Because LCD power, not much has changed. What do you think is better, the ECD voice alternate or the American Gen 2 voice? I'll leave that up to you. That's it. interface of the elevator and the Coles quadrant. It's not electronic, it's an Otis Gen 2. This is one of the new ones here, the Coles quadrant. I'm only putting these just put it much later than the other two. But the Coles quadrant and the cinema quadrant will put in a lot later than the other two. Floor numbering is wrong, it should be ground and lower ground.
Basement. Level. Parking. Ground. Level. Going down.
Otis, your track. Was look a lot less substantial. I think this might actually be a regen era, the Gen 2.
Basement. Level. Parking.
Of course, as a Gen 2, as the American Gen 2 voice, the Liftronics, if they had working voices, would have ECD voices.
Ground. Level.
Capacity plates, I think that capacity is wrong, it should be 1,600 kilograms, 21 persons, but not 1,015. Button store controls and phone, just do has US95, which is probably even more boring than Liftronics, just as blue.
Basement. Level. Parking.
And there's the other panel. As the telephone call directory, it shouldn't be called basement, it should be called lower ground. Shop view. I was actually quite surprised when the first game and found out this was a Gen 2 and not some kind of generic. Lanterns down here work. Let's actually try to see if we can get a chime. Typical Otis lanterns in Australia. There it goes. And that is it. This is ridiculous. Every time I was just about to get into some other family, it's because of this whole pesky thing. Anyway, here's the Otis Gen 2 MRL traction elevator at Coles Quadrant, Orion Springfield Central. It is actually MRL this time, and all the Gen 2s are actually MRLs, not unlike Liftronics here, which are American style cabinet controller and motoring. I understand that not all MRLs in America are like that, but quite a lot of them are. And of course there's music. Hopefully it won't be loud enough to trigger content ID. I'm just surprised it's actually a library this time. Last time I was here, it was a
First level. Okay, thank you. Bye.
I can't go to level 2 this time. Last time I was here you could because it was offices and anyone can walk in.
Yep. Yep.
Anyway, let's get back down. It's one of the weirdest refurbs since I was last here.
Oh, very good, thank you. Bye.
So what do you think? Do you prefer the Gen 2s or do you prefer the Liftronics? That's a bit dodgy. So yeah. It's time to go from office to library.
So that's the website. Oh, here it is. And see that says my account. Excellent, go sign in.
Finally out of here. Stopping the ground. Going down? Yes. I suppose I'll take it.
Thank you. Remember you will need a Queensland report that going to pass.
Basement.
So do you have to...
Parking. Going up.
1,275 kilograms, 70%, so I'm not going back to level 1 because of reception.
Ground level.
See, this is the outside. Let's get a shaft view, more traditional Asia Pacific doors. Keycard reader, which looks to replace an older one. That chin bucket has place probably wrong again. 31NF6810 is machine number.
Basement level.
Okay, no, backwards like us, then you call it the serial number.
Going up.
And that's a really dodgy door.
Going up.
Not sure, did I get a cab here already? I think I did. I don't think I have.
Ground level. Going down.
Okay, hi, security. There's your floor directory, and there's, sorry, that's just opening out the little library, and there's your floor directory. Floor numbering is once again wrong.
Level. Parking.
It should be lower, basement should be lower ground.
Going up.
And yes, I know about I know we broke social distancing back then, but that's not my fault. Key switches.
Ground level.
There it goes. And that is it.
Possibly staff only elevator at Orion Springfield Central, Gen 2. It is opened up, so.
Going up.
This one isn't. Yeah, I'm over it.
Second level.
Yeah, it's only the offices. So this one is public. It's only the offices. This one isn't staff only. 1,275 kilos, 17 persons. Public. Yeah, this one isn't a staff only elevator, which wouldn't really matter much anyway. But. So back to level 2 we go. This one has more standard Otis doors. Tap view. Second floor. I'd like to see what's on the ground floor.
Going down.
Being it might be a street level entrance. Yeah, it's another generic and lame Otis Gen 2. I'm sorry to use the term GL incorrectly, but
Level. Going down.
yeah, it's public. Yeah, it beeps every time you put your hand through the sensor. This is another one that incorrect labels lower ground as basement. And that's it.
This will be another extension to the target quadrant, or more I should call it. 1,600 kilograms, 21 person, 31NF 6807.
Basement, level, parking.
That only takes ages. It's a serial number.
Going on.
Thank you. Are you?
So once again, to get out, send this on number 1. We're going to have to wait for it to go all the way up before it has to come down, because I pushed level 1. One looks a bit different on ground than on any other level. I suspect it got replaced. Order entry. On Otis travelators to go for Gen 2. See a weird plastic light. Of course, all the elevators here are maintained by Schindler. And here it finally is.
Going on. First level.
See this? There's a walk to another place. Go back down. Probably the smallest room I've ever seen.
Basement, level, parking.
Probably the smallest I've ever seen 2 speed sensor opening doors on. Buttons, door controls and phone. There's only the one panel. Let's get it out here.
First,
Actually, no, let's do doors. It's worked a level. Unlike the other Gen 2s here. Hi. I don't understand that sensor opening 2-speed doors are popular when they need to save space, but for me this is my personal lowest
basement,
capacity.
level, parking.
There's your keycard reader, I think.
Going
Short view. Oh, it senses it's up and bumper. Yeah. For some reason, photo directory doesn't indicate the symbol which is going on. There it goes. And that is it. Alright, let's try again. This will be electronic elevator outside Coolpix at Orion Springfield Central. That's how the walk more precaution that is. Here's the only one that's properly outside, not internal. Alright. Again and again. There's your floor directory. Have you before we go anywhere? Hi. Not much to see up there, but whatever. GDA panel, main panel. Zero controls on phone. Major machine. Oh yeah. Oh what? Alright, let's just go back down and end the video. Back to ground. Key switches. I don't actually mind these Liftronics much. I mean, they're kind of built a bit well. I mean, the logic's pretty bad, but still. There it goes. That's it. The second elevator in the Wall West quadrant, the Orion Springfield Central. Liftronic, again. It's not like the only one to not have this on the doors. I didn't film this one last time I was here. I'm not quite sure if that third one even exists. Still what? Yeah, that was done. I might be wrong. There might only be two elevators in this quadrant. Rooftop car park. Interesting. I don't think anything. I have it. Just some regulations about social distancing stuff. Suppose I see this climb out. Yeah, here then, yeah, there's no third over it here, it's just this one. Just this and the other Liftronic, that's it. And it finally is here. Have you? Celebrated for 1,600, congrats 23 persons. Fine. I think that is all big motor. And there's your DDA panel, of course. Why every single time? That's toilets. Walk around here. That's my box. Is there? Nope, just an exit. Yep, just two. Let's go back. He said rooftop car park, which I wasn't expecting. And there's your atrium. Let's just try. And I just missed it. Or not. Oh, I mean, this lift isn't going to be very helpful to that. I'm stopped right, finally. Here he goes. And that is it.